This podcast contains content that may be distressing to some listeners. Please read the description below for content warnings. And now, a poem in the style of Emily Dickinson.
Before you dwell within this sound, a caution must be told. For words like seeds may stir in the ground, where tender fears unfold, of ills that twist the fragile frame, and sickness sharp and fleet. The stomach storm without a name, where calm and chaos meet. If such a thought should press too near, retreat without delay, for peace is dear and ever clear when gently walked away.
I can drive my own field trips, and my kids can be unlimited on field trips. So
That
kind of like
is
Miss,
really a good point.
so kind of like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, but the black plus size version.
You know what I love most about that one?
What's that?
I asked it to write a trigger warning for emetophobia, and it called it a stomach storm.
A stomach storm.
That is my new favorite term. You guys will know why we're talking about that later on in this episode when we get to the good stuff. But hey guys, how's it going?
How's it going?
How are you guys? I hope you're good. I hope you're golden. Hope you stay golden.
Stay golden, pony boy.
Always do that. But we have the Leslie Robb comedy in the building this evening, and I can't wait because she is a trip, and you guys are taking it with us. And I love her, and she makes me laugh constantly. I literally cried laughing while filming this episode multiple times. So I hope you guys are ready for what your ears are about to hear.
Prepare your ear holes.
Prepare your ear holes.
Prepare those ear holes.
Prepare the ear holes.
Yeah.
Because we're coming for your ear holes.
Wow, that's a way to say that the podcast is about to start.
Well, without further ado, we're gonna get started with Leslie Robb, and you guys, you just sit back, relax, and get ready to chuckle, because the chuckle bus is coming down the road.
The chuckle bus is coming down the road at 65 miles an hour. So
Yes, it is. Okay, we'll be right back with Leslie. All right, guys, I'm so excited because I feel like I say that every single week, but I'm always so excited for who we have on the show.
It's just fun. You bring the energy.
Oh, yes, I'm so excited. But this week, I'm super excited because we have Leslie Robb, who is absolutely hysterical. My first experience with Leslie was actually my first experience with comedy in general. I am not, nor will I probably ever be, a comedian. But I did like a little 5-minute stint just for funsies one time. And I just remember like being in the green room with you before the show, and I was so nervous. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. And,
Oh my God.
and Leslie was like the sweetest person ever. She was like, girl, you got this. You're going to be great. It's going to be so funny. You're going to do fine. And then it'll be over. Like,
Exactly.
I'm ready for the it's going to be over part.
I was going to say, I'm glad, Leslie, I'm glad you were there to calm my wife's nerves, because to be honest, I'd probably be like, oh, well, there's a bucket there for you to throw up in.
He's like encouraging the throw up.
Yeah.
He is. Oh my God. Well, tell our audience a little bit about yourself, since, I know you, but they might not. So tell us.
So I am Leslie Robb. Leslie Robinson officially, definitely still just Leslie Robb. Robinson is my mother-in-law. So yes, I am a high school teacher. I don't want to say a stand-up comedian. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm a comedic speaker. I would not call myself a stand-up comedian because
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a comedic speaker because I like the balance of like encouraging people, but in addition to making them laugh. So it's like if a comedian and a motivational speaker had a baby, you got me.
That's like the only kind of PD I want to go to.
Yeah.
Like, is where I'm going to laugh and maybe learn something or feel better about myself.
Exactly. Exactly. And so that's my jam. And yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you teach in high school? I knew you were a high school teacher, but what like subject do you teach?
I teach family and consumer sciences, which
that's so
be,
fun.
So most people I have to explain that it used to be home ec.
No.
Then,
we gotta get with the times. It's family consumer sciences.
Exactly. But if I say it, by the time I'm done explaining it, I'm like, it's like a form of home ec. Okay, guys? It's like adulting 101.
So like the high school that we went to, there was a family consumer science class, but there were also like other classes that teacher taught. So there was, I remember as like an elective my senior year, I took, I think it was like parenting and child development, where you get like the robot baby. Yep. Oh my gosh. Like, do you guys, is that all part of that class, or is it separate?
It's all the same class. So family consumer sciences is like the umbrella, and then there's a crap ton of classes below it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome. I just remembered that, like, so we didn't have the robot baby for very long. It was like a weekend thing, and like everyone had it on like a rotation. So like 1 week, a few people will have it, and then the next week. So the week that I had it, I remember feeling so awkward carrying it around because people just gave you such dirty looks in public. I was like, guys, it's a doll. And like, don't be so judgy. Like, but what? So what? Like, don't be
exactly. Mind your business.
Right. And I just remember, my boyfriend at the time, we took the doll with us to Dairy Queen, and I sat it like. Which, I probably shouldn't have, but I sat the carrier on the ground instead of, like, in the booth we were sitting in with us.
Oh, my God, you left it on the floor?
I put it on the floor.
You left your robot baby on the floor.
I did.
Poor parenting, Lauren.
I was going to say.
Hey,
Leslie,
the robot baby was fine.
I was going to say, what?
It didn't
in
touch
family
the
consumer
floor.
sciences, is that an F? Because I feel like that should be an F.
Well, you know what? It is a serious deduction of points.
I'm
because
glad.
it's supposed to treat it like it's a real baby.
Okay. Well,
you have been deducted.
My teacher didn't know.
yeah. Now it does not. The computer does not tell us that part. The computer
but it does the other stuff.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Oh my God. Because I remember my baby was so quiet during the day, and I was like, oh my God, it's an angel. It's so great. And then at like 2 a.m, it would wake up and just scream in your ear. Yeah. And I remember I had a keyboard in my bedroom, and I took the piano bench from my keyboard and I set it next to my bed, and I put the carrier on the piano bench so that I could still lay in bed. And I was just like, like holding this bottle, like conked out. I'm like, guys, I'm not planning on having a kid anytime soon. I just thought this would be a fun elective.
Yeah, you're like, now I'm out. And what's funny is we've had like some craziness happen with the babies. I remember one year, one of my girls, she was in 11th grade, and she, everybody's so excited to get the babies initially. Yes. And then no lie, like, because there's different settings we could do. So I am the teacher who doesn't set them all on easy. I mix them up. So you never know, just like in real life.
Oh, God.
You never know. Just like in real life, if you're going to end up with a colicky baby.
Yeah. It's baby roulette.
It is baby. It's baby roulette.
Legit.
It is. Oh my God. I guarantee my teacher did that. I guarantee it.
Because
baby
she
roulette.
ended up getting a colic baby, and it was literally, because I gave them my number for emergencies, like just in case something happens. And one of my girls called me, it was like 1 o'clock or something like that. And she was like, please, you have got to come get the baby.
No.
She was like, I'll take the F. I'll do whatever. Because, there's no way to turn them off.
Yeah.
So, like, she couldn't take it anymore. So I literally drove 30 minutes out from my house to go get that baby and bring it to my house, not thinking, though, guys, now it's at my house.
Oh.
My school computer is at school to turn the baby off. So then me and my husband were trying to, put a whole bunch of throw blankets on it to keep it.
Why don't you just put it in your trunk?
I was going to say, you're suffocating the baby. No.
What? Okay. May I point out?
It's a robot baby.
It's a robot.
I know.
You should not ever put a real baby in a trunk, nor should you put a real baby under a pile of blankets.
Yes. But you guys know my fear was in leaving it in the trunk that somebody's going to think I left a baby in the trunk
Oh,
crying.
God.
And I was like, I'm not getting arrested.
This
I'm
person's
walking.
I was going to say, oh my God, that's right. Because like this person's out for the like 5 a.m. run and they're like, oh, this is a great day. Is that a baby crying? Is it coming from a trunk?
I can just imagine that doorbell ring and just opening the door and seeing cops at your house with a baby in the trunk.
And having to explain it's a robot baby.
Oh my God.
For sure. So
thank you.
That sounds like a nightmare. So what did you do?
Literally, we put it in this, because we had a spare bedroom at the time, so we put it in the far corner closet and then put a whole bunch of pillows over it. You could still hear it enough, but not enough that we couldn't go to sleep. Because I could not go to sleep because I kept hearing it.
Yes.
I feel bad laughing so much at this.
I know.
But you can picture it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I went through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember. And then I thought the other funny part of that class was we had to like design a baby nursery on a budget. And it was one of our projects was like, I forget what our budget was. It was like something crazy, like $10,000 or something.
$10,000?
I don't even know.
Maybe I do the opposite. I give
maybe
them like
it wasn't 10,000.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't 10,000. But like maybe it was like maybe it was like 2,000. I don't know. But it was something. We had some kind of budget, and we had to like she gave us like a list of all this stuff we had to have. So we had to like search the internet and find all the bargains for all these baby products. And we're talking like 2012 internet, not now internet, where it's like, I see you're looking for this. How about all of these? Like, it was not a fun time. And then we had to like print out each of like the websites that we got it from. We couldn't just like write it down.
Yeah.
We had to actually prove that we had found a real deal somewhere.
That's how I do. Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lord. That sounds... Oh, it's bringing back memories.
Yeah, you're like, PTSD.
I know. But I do wish that I would have taken like an actual family consumer sciences class that had like all of the things. Because my mom did when she was in middle school, they did. Mm-hmm. And like she learned sewing and like obviously cooking and things like that. But
see, I took the home ec side.
That.
The cooking.
Did you cook?
Yeah, the cooking class. Yeah.
What grade?
I think it was a freshman in high school.
Did you pass?
Yes, I passed with flying colors. Man, you had the pancakes I learned to make this past weekend.
I did.
Were they delicious?
I also watched you almost burn them.
That was, okay.
So maybe you didn't pass well. Maybe you passed with a D?
I passed. Everyone's coming at me. I make really good pancakes.
No, I'm teasing. They were good pancakes. And actually, I will say, so majority of the time in our house, I do the cooking. But Jordan, when he does cook, I'm like, dude, you need to start cooking all the time. Because,
you like,
one, I don't want to. Two,
right.
And two, he makes this, it's, so simple, but I love it. He makes like a...
Like the Mediterranean pasta.
Yeah, it's like a lemon, garlic pasta sauce with I don't even know what you throw in there, but it's good. And sometimes I request it. And I'm like, okay, you're making dinner tonight.
The fun fact about that recipe, it's all on a whim. I have...
No recipes.
I know there's no recipes, but it is... I know what herbs and spices I throw in. And I'm just like, I just know it's some of this, some of that.
My journey to learning how to cook has been interesting. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I never learned how to cook in a class, in a formal setting.
Yeah.
I started trying to cook things when I was, I want to say in college. Aside from mac and cheese.
Well, easy mac.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to make my family dinner this one day. And I want to say...
the rosemary chicken?
It was the rosemary chicken. And it was, oh my God. Okay, I am the kind of person, now I have a little bit more confidence in my cooking where I can ad lib and I can, throw in stuff here and there. Back then, I was very much I need a recipe and I got to stick to it kind of person.
You're like, I got to do it.
I got to do it. And I found this recipe on Pinterest for rosemary chicken. And of course, whenever you pick any recipe off Pinterest, the photos that you're going to see are just immaculate. They have beautiful coloring.
They
and
put us to shame.
Oh.
Yes. I would say you have a point. Like, what you make does not look like the very stylized and retouched photos.
Mm-hmm.
However, hey, Leslie, what color is rosemary chicken supposed to be when it's cooked?
I honestly, okay, guys, this is terrible. I was trying to play it off, but I am the home ec teacher who hates cooking.
Oh,
that's okay.
So I don't even know what it's supposed to look like.
Well, grilled chicken. What is grilled chicken supposed to look like?
Grilled chicken. It's like a tint of brown, right? Like a tint. Like a tint. With some herbal like green in there.
Yeah,
because of the rosemary. Right.
Yes.
Man, I should have never admitted I didn't know how to cook because that would have been good. Okay.
Caught you. That was your teacher evaluation.
Oh, no. Rosemary chicken is not supposed to be a grayish blue when it's done.
On any level. No.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I followed the recipe, okay? I followed it. I did exactly what it said, and my chicken was gray. The sauce was gray. I don't know how it turned gray, but it was gray. And then on top of that, I was like making mashed potatoes to go with it, but I wasn't making actual mashed potatoes. I was making boxed potatoes. And I even messed that up because I get anxiety and I get in my head about things. So I'm in the middle of trying to make the mashed potatoes, and I think at least from memory, when you make mashed potatoes, you heat up the water and salt and stuff, and then after it boils, you take it off of the stove, off the heat, and then you add all the stuff and the milk and whatever. Well, I thought you just put it all in there, so I put it all in there, and then it's cooking, but I was like, oh, I don't think I was supposed to put the potatoes in just yet, so I didn't. But then when I went to put the potatoes in a couple seconds later, because I changed my mind.
You're like, I decide now.
Yeah, I didn't measure correctly. I just took the box and started pouring into the cup over top of the pot, and the weight of the potato flakes just cascaded into the pot, and I just had a pound of potato flakes in this little pot. So I've gotten better though, guys. I can make things now.
Oh my gosh, Lauren.
And they don't turn gray. Mostly.
Not mostly.
No, I'm really not that bad anymore. I will admit I sucked at cooking at first. I was not good at it. And I was like, we are going to be poor because we're going to get takeout every day.
Yeah, you're this is how it's going to go.
Yeah. So I'm like, our budget for dine out food is going to be high.
But you've learned.
I've learned. I have learned. You can attest to the fact that I now have a few staple recipes that you actually are you like them.
Yes, I will agree.
And they are good.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to.
Jordan's blink twice, Jordan, if you're in a hostage situation. She made me say yes. She made me say yes.
No, but it's I wish I would have taken those classes because those are some very useful skills that I feel every single if you're a human.
Yeah.
And you want to live on your own at some point, you need these things.
For sure.
You just need to know how to do this so you're not living off of ramen and cereal all the time.
I concur. And yet, I not too long ago had a student that said, when are we ever going to use this? I'm like,
if any class was a class not to say that in, it's your class.
That's what I was going to say is really that...
Yeah.
That's the class they asked that in?
I seriously thought I was exempt from that question.
Yes.
But I got it for the first time this year.
That is interesting.
That would be like having a class being about drinking water and a student being like, when are we really going to need to learn how to drink water?
Do this? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Okay. If I recall correctly, didn't you also drive school buses at some point?
Still do.
You still do? Okay.
Yes.
Do you do it every day?
So I used to do it every day to as my part-time job. Because let's be real, most teachers, we need a second job. So I was like, I might as well do a job I'm already there for. Plus, I can drive my own field trips, and my kids can be unlimited on field trips. So kind of like
really a good point.
So kind of like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, but the black plus size version.
I love that.
And so
I think you need your own show because I would watch it.
Yes. Miss Leslie and the Magic School Bus.
Can you imagine? That'd be so much fun.
Oh my God. Can I come?
I would love it. Because I'm forever trying to take the kids on some random field trip. And they're like, okay, they're down for it.
That is so fun.
So I was driving every day. I had a bus route. And so I'd literally get up early, go to, do my bus route, and then drive the kids to the school where I taught at. So that way I could drop off, go to my classroom, and then do my route in the afternoons as my part-time job. But now with comedy and everything, that's made up for the extra pay that I need. So now I just drive the bus for fun for field trips with my kids.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
So wait, what time did your day start and end when you were like driving every day?
I had to be at the school to get my bus at 6:10.
Okay.
Roughly to leave. So I'm pulling out at 6:10. So I'd have to be there by 5:45, 5:30 to get there and get my bus and get my route. I got the route that was closest to the school. So the county had some grace on me and let me do the route that's closest to the school. So my route was super close, so it wasn't as long.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Some of the bus drivers have an hour and 45-minute route. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro.
That's my school because my school so my district is very spread out and because it's very rural and so it's just like you'll see a house and then you won't see another house for like a few miles and then another house and like the kids live really far apart and especially the ones that live like out where like the farmland is.
Yeah.
It's one of the because oh my God, can I tell you a horror story?
Sure.
So one year, for like our like back to school PD, like the first day of school, I don't know whose idea this was, but someone had the grand idea of taking all the teachers, every single teacher, on the buses and driving the routes of the kids in our district, which in theory sounds good. Like, okay, let's go see where our students live. Like, get some perspective on their home lives and things like that. Sounds amazing. Well, not when you put a bunch of teachers, some of whom may be motion sickness, car sick, in like 80-degree weather on school buses with not great ventilation. And so we start driving these routes and we went on all of the routes. So it was like an hour and like maybe almost 2 hours that we were on this bus.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do buses not have AC?
No, they do.
Mine
they don't?
Mine does not.
Because
maybe
I
could be wrong,
if you're one of the newer drivers, you got one with AC. I'm an older driver. I hadn't earned my wings yet, I guess you could say. So I didn't get it. Yeah, so I was like sweating it out with the kids. Yeah. But they do have AC, so you're correct.
Okay. I was going to say like I didn't know if that was just like an older bus thing or if that was like just an across the board there's no AC on school buses thing. But yeah, that makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
I like ours, they did have AC, but it was still hot. I mean, it was 80 degrees and you got 50 adults on one bus.
Oh my God.
It was awful. So then like partially through the ride, they like had to stop at one of the little like turnarounds. And I remember my principal, because my principal, she's a diva and she knows she is. And
is this the current one?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love her, but she will... She's high maintenance and is self-proclaimed high maintenance. She will not ride on the bus. Like, she was like, I'll drive behind the bus. And
she's like, yep.
Yeah, no, she's like, couldn't be me. I will not. And so she drove her car behind all the school buses. So when we pulled into this little turnaround, she stopped her car and like 3 or 4 teachers, however many could pile into her car, got off the bus and like got in her car because they were starting to get like nauseous.
Can't even blame them.
Yeah, and the buses, like, no one talks about how bumpy they are. Like, you're sitting here going, like, the whole way.
You're like, are there any struts on this? Is there any suspension? Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fun time, and then they never did that again.
But believe it or not, that was something that was like the rite of passage for new teachers in our district. They used to do that.
Really?
They put us all on a bus, and they take us on the kids' route for their school, for that particular school. They stopped doing it a couple years ago, but they used to do it all the time.
They're like, we're wasting gas. Just here's the route if you want to drive it.
Here's a map. Just try.
Yeah. That was an experience, I'll tell you that much. So like right now, like I'm almost done with my master's degree for administration.
Oh, go girl.
Thank you. And I just am keeping all these mental notes of all these things that I see going on that I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nope, not doing
don't do that.
And you're like, this is one of them.
Yeah. I'm like, this is one of those things that like new teachers do that like sounds good on paper and sounds like a fantastic idea. And then once it's executed, you're like, that was the worst thing I ever could have planned.
Yeah, probably not going to do that again. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
For sure.
I can't even. What I need before we like take a break, I need to know, what is your like bus horror story from driving?
Okay, let's see. My bus horror story, which is, it's ridiculous. I need to stop being a punk. But I can't do throw up.
Oh,
I can't.
no.
Oh, she can't either.
I can't
Lauren
either. We're on the same boat.
Okay.
Same exact boat.
I will gag.
Same bus.
Throw up.
Same bus. I can't do it.
Right with the kids. So this kid was like, Miss, I'm like, don't, please. So I'm like, literally, I was like, I literally pulled over in some random side street, and I was like, basically, it's so embarrassing. Practically pushing the kid out, like, throw up in the ditch. Throw up in the ditch. I can't help you. I don't want to see it.
I just love the I can't help you.
I can't help you.
You're on your own, Billy.
Because you guys don't think about it. A hot bus, no AC.
Yes.
Oh, no.
The kid throws up, and the whiff of the window is being open, and all we're going to just
where's
smell
that stink gonna go? Where's it gonna go?
So
there's
I
nowhere.
remember getting back to the school and then that afternoon I told one of the drivers about it. She goes, honey, let me just show you. She's like, best solution ever. And believe it or not, this is a hack, guys. So you take coffee grinds, and so you keep one of those big container of coffee grinds. Yeah. And rather than throwing some like smelly whatever stuff on top of it, because it'll just smell worse.
Like that sawdust stuff they put on it?
Oh my, that's exactly what I was talking about. What the custodians put on at school. Like the same type of concept. And I'm like, ugh. And so, but no, you apparently put coffee grinds on it. It soaks it up, the smell and everything, and you just, it literally replaces it with a coffee aroma.
Please throw up so it can smell like a cafe in here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, you had a big lunch.
Yeah.
I like you.
You're going to upgrade to Starbucks. A Starbucks smell. Yes.
Oh my God. That is my worst nightmare. I
can't.
Same as a classroom teacher. Like
gosh.
I have been very lucky to avoid that a lot in my 9 years of teaching. And I think I've only had maybe one kid get sick in my classroom, and it was like not at all. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But there have definitely been times I've been afraid.
I cannot blame you. It's torturous. I cannot. Like literally, if I see it, if I smell it, it's a wrap.
For me, it's so like I have a emetophobia, and it's like so bad that even if I hear sounds of somebody like even like burping sounds bother me because that like it reminds me of people throwing up. I can't. I'm sorry. I love you, but go take my trash can and run away to the nurse. Like, don't.
Here you go. Goodbye.
Don't
she
puke in
went
here.
to school for it.
Yes. I don't want to see any bodily fluids outside of your body in my room.
Yeah, exactly. No, I cannot handle it. No.
I know. Mm-mm. Well, you're not alone in that. But speaking of horror stories, when we come back from our break, we're going to play a really fun lesson plan roulette game. So we'll see what you come up with. We'll be right back.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Get ready for some chaos because we're going to play lesson plan roulette.
Yep.
So this is This is a very interesting game where each of us are given 3 topics very randomly. And we're going to spin the wheel and decide which of the 3 topics that we're going to be giving a 1-minute lesson plan on. And the funnier and more creative, the better. So usually it's just chaos.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what mine was the last time we played this. It was
I am not a teacher, so mine make no sense.
Jordan's like, listen, I'm just along for the ride.
He's like, I'm like that building sub they dragged off the street because they needed somebody that day. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here.
Exactly.
All the skilled subs who know what they're doing are all sick too, and they're like, hey, that guy looks like he might know something. He has glasses. Bring him in.
That's what it is. Glasses. Yep, it's the glasses.
Joke's on you. I know nothing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sometimes that might be true. But I'm just kidding. We love our substitutes. Thank you for being there when we can't. I appreciate you.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, the know nothing, that's specific to just me. That is not to
you were
anyone
like,
else.
I was not spreading that around. He's like, that was me specifically.
That is
like,
me and only me.
I'm just projecting about myself.
Yeah.
Okay, who should go first?
I think Leslie has the honor of going first. She's the guest.
Okay.
You're gonna throw her right into the fire.
Literally.
Out of the Out of the frying pan into the fire?
Into the fire? Yeah. He's definitely not a teacher. You don't just throw the new kid into the
Exactly. That's why I was I was using my teacher brain too, and I was thinking, this is a new game for Leslie. Maybe one of us should go first.
Okay, then
And Jordan's non-teacher brain was like, nope, new kid, here you go.
Throw her in there. Put her
Get in there. I will go first.
Yeah, I was going to say, just for that, you're going first.
Okay.
All right, so here are the 3 topics. Well, yeah, because I want to read them all because they're all funny, but we'll see which one you're going to give us a lesson on. So the first topic, A. How to pretend you understood a joke when you absolutely did not. Ooh. How to master fake laughter, vague nodding, and well-placed, oh, I get it now.
Yes.
Okay. Class B that you might teach. Why the last piece of pizza is always the hardest to claim. Investigate social cues, politeness dilemmas, and strategic pizza negotiations.
Oh my god.
Oh, I said that fancy. Pizza negotiations.
Pizza negotiations.
Ooh.
Or Class C. How to successfully carry 20 grocery bags in one trip.
Oh,
I love this.
I want that one.
You're a pro at this.
I am the champ at that.
Cover arm strength, balance techniques, and the all-important pinky loop.
The pinky loop is the most important
The pinky loop is essential. It is essential.
Listen, do you know how many times I've almost ripped off my pinkies carrying in groceries?
Same. I'm like, eventually I'm going to break it. Like, eventually it's not going to go well.
Spin the wheel and see what lesson you're going to teach.
I want C. All right, I'm going to throw it to the crowd. Oh, God, I spun the whole thing.
He meant literally throw it to the crowd.
There we go. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's still spinning.
And...
Oh, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Where are we at? What do we got?
C!
Yeah!
No way!
It landed on C. It did.
That's awesome.
All right, so Jordan.
Okay.
We're going to put 1 minute on the clock, metaphorically, and you're going to teach us how to successfully carry 20 grocery bags in one trip.
20 grocery bags in one trip. Okay. Are we ready?
And
yes.
All right.
We got it.
Hello, everybody. I am your professor today, Professor Strong McArms. You are all here for my thesis and my lecture on how to carry every single bag from your trunk to your kitchen counter. And it's a 3-fold method. Three simple steps.
3, okay.
First one, you're going to open your trunk. You're going to gaze longingly at your groceries. This is a very important step.
Does it have to be a longing gaze?
It has to be a longing gaze.
Okay.
You can't just
Kinda
look at
specific.
it angry. Yes, it is very, very much.
Very emotional.
Very emotional.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the reason is you formulate your plan. You're looking at those bags. You're saying, all right, I know that bag holds eggs. I don't want that next to my milk bag. Those milks just gonna slam into the eggs and break all my eggs. You are strategizing here, ladies and gentlemen. It is important. You want the light, fluffy items on the end and the big, boxy, heavy items towards your sides. So
they can jab you in the ribs.
Yes,
exactly.
because you would rather take the pain than your salsa chips being destroyed, so you have no chips for your Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
Very
I can
important.
stand by that. I can stand by
Yes.
that.
All right. So we got what step 1 is longing gaze. Okay.
Longing gaze. Step 2, you're gonna fully extend your arms out. And you're going to start, like I said, big, boxy, heavy items on the inside. Get them as close to those pits so you can kind of like secure the goods.
So does one use one's pits to grip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Make sure you put on antiperspirant before going to the grocery store. Nobody wants sweaty food. Yeah.
The pit grip.
The pit grip.
The pit grip.
Begin stacking the groceries. You're going to look like a bird with big old wings. That's a good thing. And it's about perseverance, because you're going to look at about halfway through. You're like, I could just go in. I can make the second trip. No, don't be a pansy. Make the second. Is pansy okay? Whatever. I said that so forcefully.
Poor Jordan is definitely not a teacher, because the lack of motivation in that area would be so bad. Kids would be like, he said pansy.
They would be like, you would have lost him there. You would have lost him at pits. Like, the pit grip.
That'd have been rap. The pit grip would have took him out.
I don't know. Is pansy a negative term?
I don't know.
I don't even know at this point.
Let's change it. Let's make it a porcupine. Don't be a porcupine.
Don't be a don't be a coward. I'd like that.
Oh,
yeah.
I like porcupine.
Okay.
She's like, I'm gonna go with the porcupine.
The porcupine pit grip.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, there we go. So you're gonna get halfway through and you're gonna think, I can't do this anymore. But you know what? Yes, you can. Be a porcupine.
Yes, you can.
Be
See,
sticky.
it's on her wall for a reason.
Yes. You can do it. You got spikes. You just keep throwing stuff on.
You can do hard things.
You can do more. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
And finally, the most important part of it all.
Okay.
You need to use the pinky so you could free your grippers to open the door. Because many times I have forgot about these grippers, your index, middle, and ring finger and thumb. Because I start stacking stuff. I was like, okay, I go to hold things here. And then I go to open the door. And guess what? I'm stranded. Nobody's there.
True.
To help.
Nobody's there.
I'm staring longingly. I got arms full of bags. I got nothing to take them off.
Staring at the garage door.
Yeah.
Branded a fool. What will they say?
Oh my God.
Monday at school.
If all else fails,
yes.
A way out if you are stranded, just for safety reasons, kick that door down. Just start kicking. Just start kicking.
Just bolts and all.
For the convenience of not going to the car twice. Let's break the door.
Absolutely. Break the door with your foot.
Teacher, I think you're forgetting one important thing.
What is that?
Okay, you could preemptively install special doorknobs so that you don't have to use your grippers to open the door.
What's your name?
Susie. I said McBoozy.
Susie McBoozy. All right, Susie McBoozy. That's a great idea. That's very smart. Get out of here. You're not teaching this class. No, that's my idea now. You get no credit.
Okay.
Well, then apparently I get no credit either. Because I was going to say the same thing. If you have the handles, you could just use your elbow to open the door.
That's right. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
God,
Meanwhile, Jordan's like, I'm not sold. He's like,
I'm not sold.
I don't teach.
Thank you.
Jordan.
Very thank you.
Job.
Well done, Jordan. Well done.
Good job. I loved that, actually. I was entertained the whole time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, until I got, no credit.
Yeah, no credit for you.
Dang.
Poor Susie.
Poor Susie.
Susie McBoozy.
That was the first thing that rhymed in my head.
You're like, that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right, well, here we are. Okay, Leslie, so now that we've seen an I do you want a we do, or do you want...
I think I can do.
I'm just teasing, but that was some really bad teacher humor.
No, but that's the one that we use at school is I do, you do, we do. Yep.
Yup. Okay.
We do, you do. Yeah.
Whoever's doing it.
Somebody's
gonna
doing
something. Someone's going to do something.
Yeah, somebody's doing it.
I don't know what it is, but... All right. So your potential topics are Class A, how to survive an awkward hug from someone you barely know. Discuss hand placements, escape plans, and the infamous one-arm pat. Class B, the secret to looking cool while slipping on ice. Discuss recovery moves, pretend dance routines, and rolling with dignity. Or Class C, the ultimate guide to faking enthusiasm when someone shows you 500 photos of their dog. Learn nodding techniques, the best timings, and emergency exit strategies. I hope you get the slipping on ice one.
That'd be so fun. Okay.
All right.
Hoping for B.
You're telling me people fake enthusiasm when I show them photos of my dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of those people.
I gotta go talk. I gotta go talk to some coworkers.
Okay, I know. Like there are, here's the worst part though, and I feel like we all do this as people. Sometimes we know that they don't care, but we're still gonna show them because we love it and it's cute. So
it's like, hey, you got to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to look at my dog, so here, look at my dog.
Here you go.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Hold the base. Whee! Round and round it goes. Where's it stop? Nobody knows.
And
what do you got?
I think that's a B.
It's a B. Did you move it?
No.
Oh, you cheater.
I definitely did it.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Can you read my prompt for me one more time?
Yeah, of course. Okay. The secret to looking cool while slipping on ice. Discuss recovery moves, pretend dance routines, and rolling with dignity.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. All right, so welcome. Welcome to my class. Ooh, yeah. All right, yes, I am Mrs. Ice Baby, okay?
Mrs. Ice Baby.
I'm Mrs. Vanilla Ice.
I love it.
So in today's class, we're going to talk about how to fall, but not fall. Okay, you're going to fall into the cool zone, okay, guys? Because you ain't going to just fall. Okay, when you're slipping, pretend you're dancing, okay? Like a little bit of a break dance going on, okay? All right, so when we're slipping on ice, do you?
No, it's more of like it's more of just trying to catch myself kind of move, but I guess it could look like breakdancing.
It can look like breakdancing, guys, because nobody knows any different. Okay, you could literally play it off.
Isn't one of the things about dancing? A lot of it is confidence, which is why I'm very bad at dancing.
You're not confident in your ability to dance, Jordan?
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is going to help you here. That's why ice is essential, okay? Because while you're slipping, okay, you just pretend wherever your feet goes, you just move in that direction, okay? And you just shake a little bit. Make sure you just bounce, okay? Whichever way you go, all right? You just plan it off like you're dancing, okay? Nobody's going to know no different, all right? And if it comes down to it, while you're falling, start singing. Matter of fact, start rapping. And then all people knew is that you just got into the dance. You ain't really fall. You just got into the dance. Yeah, that's all you was doing.
Wow, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
I could just put on a show instead.
Yeah.
So when I'm falling and going, really I'm going,
yes. Like Frozen.
Yeah.
Not Frozen. What is it?
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah. Yes. That other Idina Menzel movie.
Yes.
Adele Dazeem. Adele Sessimini.
See, you could be Elphaba.
Idina Menzel. Yeah.
All you need is some green paint. Legit.
Oh, what would be even better is if I painted my skin green before I went out of the house in the winter. So in case I fall, it will just look like I was headed to my rehearsal of Wicked.
It's true.
Very true.
It's true.
I like that idea.
I do wear a lot of black, not today, but I mostly wear darker colors.
Definitely not wearing black colors.
I mostly wear darker colors, so it could just look like Elphaba's costume.
Yeah, If you're into a black hat or toboggan, maybe, and I don't know if you're a toboggan or a beanie, but it's the same difference. Okay.
Wait, a toboggan is the name of a hat?
Or do you guys call it a beanie?
New. A beanie.
Do you guys call it a beanie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like a beanie.
You guys call it a beanie?
Yeah.
No. No, guys.
I have never heard anyone refer to it as a toboggan.
You know, that is a huge debate.
Is it really?
No, it's a huge debate.
Okay, going off topic for 2 seconds. I took like a linguistics class in college, and this was one of the topics that we discussed was just like dialect and like regional differences in vocabulary. And so like now whenever I meet people that don't live in the same vicinity as me, I'm like, what do you call this? What do you call that? What do you call that? Because it's like so interesting to me. I learned another one. I had no idea toboggan was a hat.
Toboggan and a beanie.
I thought a toboggan was a sled.
My mind.
And it is
broken.
Okay, people literally associate the hat. They call it a toboggan or beanie, and it's always a debate. Just like pop and soda, which I'm sure you heard before.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Wait. What state do you live in?
Virginia.
Oh yeah. Because never mind. I knew that. But okay, so we're not too far apart. We're not too far away from each other.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I've never heard it referred to as a hat.
Toboggan.
But it makes sense because a toboggan like is a sled, and if you were going on a sled, what are you going to wear?
Cold outside, yeah.
A toboggan hat. Yeah. Do they call it a toboggan hat or just toboggan?
Ooh, that's interesting. We call it a toboggan, but that would be interesting to say a toboggan hat. Because that would make sense then why you would wear it on a sled because it's a toboggan hat. Maybe that's where toboggan came from. Look at you, Lauren, wise without even knowing you're wise.
I know.
Or just, falling gracefully.
Legit, with my toboggan
as
on.
As your lesson said, rolling with dignity.
Rolling with dignity.
rolling with the homies. See, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So we just take it that way.
That. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that word now. Jordan, where's your toboggan?
In the shed.
Why is your winter hat in the shed?
Because I call it a beanie and I will die on this hill.
You're like, it is a beanie.
It is a beanie.
Oh, it'd be so interesting to see the comments on this. That'll be funny. They're like, no, it's a toboggan. No, it's a beanie.
Please. Okay, also, if you want to put in the comments, what are some other words that you guys use in your area that are different from words that people use in other areas? So, like, some for us, like the soda and pop one are obvious. Like, in Ohio, people say pop, but I feel like soda is now becoming more regularly used, but for the majority of people up here, it's pop. And then same with like a shopping cart or like a grocery cart, they call it a buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we call it a cart.
Yeah. Well, I think I call it a cart now, but like when I was little, my mom would always call it a buggy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a buggy. What other ones do we have? Oh, what do you call the thing that babies suck on?
A pacifier.
Okay, I call it a binky.
Oh, some people do call it a binky.
Yeah, or they call them something else. Like, there's so many different ones.
There's so many names for the pacifier. Yeah.
So many. So yeah, let me know down below if you have some that you guys use that are different from words that
that'd be interesting
other people use. I love hearing that kind of stuff. Okay. And last but not least, my topics.
Oh, gosh. Why are you sighing?
She's like, oh, here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So, Class A, how to eat a taco without it falling apart. Teach crucial tortilla support techniques and strategic first bites.
Strategic first bites.
Strategic first bites. And listen, you guys would be lying if you said that you don't take a strategic first bite of a taco, because I know everyone does. Anyway, Class B, how to correct someone's name after calling them the wrong thing for too long. That is my nightmare. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Or Class C. Oh wait, sorry. The side notes for that class discuss recovery techniques ranging from silent shame to dramatic confessions.
Silent shame. That's just a funny idea of, like, you're going up to somebody, you call them the wrong name, and then you just sit there just awkwardly, just like...
You want to know the funny thing?
Yep.
I've done this, and it's not fun. Like, I sent an email at work to our assistant treasurer, and his name is Sean. And for whatever reason, in the email I typed to him, I called him Steve. And so I sent him this email, and then he responded back to me and everything, and I responded a second time, and then
Did you double down in the second email?
I don't remember, but then the third time I realized it, and I was like, I emailed him back and said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I typed Steve. I know your name is Sean." Because I think I was talking
way of redeeming myself.
Yeah, I just owned it because I was like, I know I called you.
When it's on the computer, you have the perfect excuse. Oh, stupid autocorrect, like making me do that.
Autocorrect.
I don't think it'll
Sean
change your name,
to Steve.
No,
I've seen
not
weirder
on any
ones.
level.
I accidentally, me and my the one person I oversee in my department has a name very similar to mine. So I started typing her name, but I didn't look when I clicked like who to send in Outlook. So I just emailed myself. So
good job.
Oh my gosh.
Good
Poor
job,
Jordan. Oh, Jordan.
All
well
right.
done.
And last but
Thank
not
you.
least, Class C. How to stealthily close a noisy chip bag in a silent room. Study bag crinkling physics and stealth folding techniques. All right, Jordan, hold the base.
The base is held.
All right, let's see. I hope I get the crinkly bag one. All right. And round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. And it will be Class...
B.
Class B. Aw.
B.
Oh, the thing I sucked at. No.
No, see, you just have experience in the topic.
Yeah, sure.
Well played. Well played. We'll go with
all right, everybody.
Spin.
Finding those silver linings.
Yes.
Welcome to my class on how to correct someone's name after you've called them the wrong name for far too long. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay? I should just run and find the nearest closet and lock myself inside it after calling someone the wrong name for too long. And originally, I would have said, "You are correct. Do that." But now I have a foolproof method to avoiding the situation.
To avoiding.
Yeah, because the situations, it has already happened. You've already done it. You can't avoid it. It just happened. You called someone. His name was Mike. You called him Mitch, and he knows he's not Mitch. But in that moment, you did not. So, what you're gonna do? First, you're gonna continue the conversation as usual. You're going to keep talking about Mitch's dog and him showing you 500 pictures of his dog. And you're going to give him the most compliments about his dog and the biggest awes you ever have in your entire life. Just really butter him up, okay? You really want to really smooth the surface so that when you rip off the Band-Aid, it hurts a little less, okay? Okay? Then, after he shows you his dog and the conversation's wrapping up, you're going to just quickly sneak in there like a, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you, I know you're Mike. I was just teasing. I got you." And you're going to play it off like it was one big joke, okay?
Yeah.
You're just going to make him feel like he didn't get the joke. So you're going to then shift all the blame from yourself onto Mitch. Or Mike, whatever his name is.
His name
if I'm getting this right,
yes,
the strategy is gaslight them to making them feel that they're in the wrong for not understanding
The other strategy, the other technique
there's
here.
another technique.
There is.
There's a second one. All right.
Yeah, so that's the first one. Gaslighting is strategy number 1. Okay.
Gaslight.
Okay.
Yep. Shift the blame. I like to call it be jokester, but if you want to call it gaslighting, you can call it gaslighting.
Gaslighting jokester. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The second one is another form of gaslighting, but
okay.
this time, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sneak into their office or their cubicle, their desk, whatever area they have their desk calendar in, and you're gonna rip all the other pages off their calendar until you get to April, if it's not already April. If April is passed, go back to strategy number 1. Okay, so if it's April,
so there's a flow chart.
Yeah, yep. There's a flow chart. If April has passed, go back to strategy number 1. Okay, but if it's not April yet, or it is April, okay, you're going to go to that calendar on April and you're going to circle April 1st. Okay. You're going to put a big red circle around it. And then when they go back into their office, you're going to make sure you poke your head in and then you're going to overtly point out what the date is. And you're going to be like, April Fools, remember when I called you Mitch? I know your name is Mike. I got you. And so it's like, it's still gaslighting, but it's more fun and you're also going to confuse them. So there's two strategies here. Gaslight
and breaking and entering
and
into a classroom.
I was about to say, we're breaking, entering, and gaslighting.
Yeah.
Only if you're only breaking and entering if their cubicle or office space is not open air, easily accessible. If you have to physically, bobby pin Jimmy your way into the door, so you're breaking it in.
So like a lot of classrooms when the teacher's not there. Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Ish.
But you know what? There's just like this unwritten rule of as long as you're an adult, you can be in another adult's classroom. So
just don't touch anything.
I think that's very
except
close.
the calendar.
I was gonna say, I think that mentality is very close to the societal norm of, as long as you're an adult, you can be in another adult's house without asking. So yes.
Okay, maybe not so much, but and then last but not least, the third strategy.
Yes.
Is just to grovel in shame and tell them that you messed up their name and you're really sorry. But that one is like the super boring strategy. So
that one's not
choose fun. That if you want to. But the first two are the better of the two options.
For sure.
Does it help if I get in the fetal position and cry on the floor?
Actually, it's required.
It's required. Gotcha.
Yeah. So you are actually required to be in the fetal position crying, and there must be genuine tears.
Genuine tears. Oh, see, I suck at the genuine tears.
Well, so then you need to do strategies 1 or 2.
Okay.
If you can't cry on command,
but do the other 2.
Go back to steps 1 or 2.
For sure.
It's part of the flow chart.
Right, exactly.
So, yes, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Well done. Well done.
I don't know how I pulled that one out because I was not sure where I was going with that, but
yeah, but you nailed it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, Leslie, this has been such a joy. I loved having you. I hope you come back. And
it's been fun, guys. Thanks for having me.
I have missed you. Yeah, it's been too long since I've seen you, so I'm so glad that we got to catch up.
Definitely, this is the best way to catch up too. And have fun with it. So yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And nice to meet you finally, Jordan.
Yeah.
I've heard so much about you.
Oh,
I know.
Probably just
this last time. So we went back to Washington in December, and he actually came with me this last time.
Oh, you guys were right here and didn't tell me. Wow.
Wow. We were only listen. It was it was a nightmare to get down there. Our car, our tire popped, and we had to switch cars with my in-laws 2 hours away. It was a nightmare. Oh no! So I'm lucky I haven't made it.
Well, definitely say hello to your mother for me because it was nice meeting you. So, yeah.
I will. Yeah. Before you go, is there any fun projects or anything you want to share that you're working on?
Well, I just launched a women's ministry. It is called EPIC, and EPIC stands for Empowering Perceptions in Christ, because I want women not to perceive how this world perceives them, how other people perceive them, and sometimes not even how we perceive ourselves, but how Christ perceives us. And so I'm big on helping women to feel seen and loved on, and that they're okay just being who they are. So helping them to learn their worth and value is not wrapped up in comparing yourselves to other people, because, in our world of social media, that's what we all do
it. We all do
and
it.
So,
we all play the comparison game.
And I used to be one of those women wrapped up in that trap of like always feeling less than, but reminding women that they are enough. And so that's my goal. So that's what I have coming up. And so the tour just launched 2 weeks ago, and we've gotten requests from all over. We're actually have our next one. Get this, guys. Our next one is in Hawaii.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
That is amazing. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So a pastor that reached out to us, they want us to come and bring it to their church for their ladies because they really could use the boost. So we're excited.
Oh,
so we do comedy
and
and then we do encouragement. So we do comedy and then we each tell our story so they know that they're not alone in their struggles and the things that they go through. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Is there plans to make that like international or anything?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, that'll be so great.
It's definitely going to be something worldwide. And so and you guys probably see on my social media, I'm always all over. So I'm willing to go wherever. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, please let us know if you're ever in Ohio or like nearby Cleveland or Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like we're nearby all those cities. So I would love to come and see you if you're ever nearby.
Oh, will do, guys. Will do.
That would be awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you for being here tonight. And I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Guys.
Yes, thank you. Okay. We'll be right back, guys.
Let me just lay down on the ground and cry in the fetal position now.
See, this is how you know as a teacher that someone actually listened to your lesson.
Oh, because I'm regurgitating it to you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was such a hilarious episode with Leslie.
Was great. Yes.
I can't say enough good things about Leslie Robb. So if you guys have not checked out Leslie's comedy, you seriously need to. It's wholesome, it's hilarious, you would love it. Leslie Robb comedy everywhere on social media, so make sure you check that out.
She's doing such great things.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
She really is. She's a superstar. So now it's time for this week's Special Bond.
Special Bond.
Special. We did a lot of like singing tonight.
I know.
I like it.
It's our musical episode.
Okay.
All
Cool. right. Well, tonight's
wow, you
special
seem
bond
disinterested in that.
comes from Maddie D. During my senior year, my English teacher was basically like a second mom to me. She was one of those special teachers that truly cares about her students. But I believe we had a special bond. She knew I loved hugs, so she would hug me every day, and she would often tell me that she loved me. She was one of the only people I heard I love you from my entire senior year. That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
That is so sad. I'm so sorry that nobody else told you that, but I'm glad she did. Her hugs were one of my most favorite things ever. They were like stress relief for me. She was always there for me, and I know she truly cared about me. The crazy thing is, she was never supposed to be my teacher. I got thrown into her class last minute, and I'm still so grateful for being put in her class. If it wasn't for her, my senior year would have sucked. She not only made my senior year better, she made my life better.
Oh.
I think that might be one of my favorite special bonds we've read so far. That one was so touching and heartfelt.
Hey, Maddie D, we love you. Just have another one on us.
We do. We do love you, Maddie. And I'm so glad that you got put. See, I believe things happen for a reason.
Yeah, the karma of it all and everything. So no,
Yep, the happy coincidence that is you ending up in her English class. That was supposed to happen. So I'm glad that you had that person in your life and that she made your life better, not just your senior year. So how's the show? We would love to know. We're in the planning stages, about to launch some fun new ideas for the show. So we're really excited to get new feedback on some of those. We got some new games in the mix, very much like our Egbert and his excellent adventures. Those are some of our favorites, and we have some new ones that we can't wait to show you guys. Also, we've got some more fun people coming up on the show soon. So let us know who else you would like to see.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't just have to be anyone in education. It can be literally any of your favorite social media stars, any of your favorite, I don't know, TV people, book people, video game people. Just who are your favorite people and why, who do you want on the show? I'm tired. Anyway.
God.
So let us know. You can reach us at Human Content Pods on Instagram or TikTok, or you can also reach out at hello@wearefinepod.com.
Oh, where's our next stop on this ever-loving journey?
This ever-loving journey is about to ever-love and stop on my YouTube channel because
The YouTubes.
you guys need to watch the videos.
Yes.
You need to. It's not a option anymore. You need to, because you're missing out on some crucial, funny
how
stuff.
would you know what color Lauren's cardigan is?
It's blue.
Why would you tell? Now they're gonna know. See, that's that's the whole point of the visual part.
But is it? How do you know I'm not lying? You'll have to watch and find out.
Are you gaslighting again?
Ooh.
Are we gaslighting? Well, I guess you won't know if you don't. You'll never know if you don't go to the YouTube channel.
So go to Mrs. Woolley and Fifth and watch the videos, watch the episodes. And there's even some little shorter videos that you could check out that would be fun to watch. So I would love to see you over there, and leave some comments. We love reading the comments. They're funny. They make me laugh. Some of them...
Comments make you laugh. That's a good thing.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
The comments make me laugh. And then some of them make me smile, because sometimes it's you guys saying nice things or saying nice things about your teachers that you've had, and it just makes me happy. So please do that.
Hey, you know what else?
What?
Did you know that you... Shut up. I was trying to do that smoothly.
Listen, this whole end of the show is always a train wreck, so we can't try to keep it on the rails now.
I was just going to go back. I was going to start over again, so they didn't know, because the editors would have cut that out. But now just leave it in because I'm talking about it.
Yep.
Did you know that you're a host, Lauren Woolley?
I did.
You are a host of this
that.
podcast?
Did you know that you're a host? Jordan Woolley?
I'm a host?
You're the hostest with the mostest. Special thanks to our guest, Leslie Robb.
Yeah, thank you, Leslie.
For being here, Leslie. And make sure you guys check her out, Leslie Robb Comedy, on all socials. Our executive, not executive, executive producers.
Executives?
Yeah, you know how when you shorten a word and you just put the little apostrophe at the front? Our executive produce.
I
think I need to go to bed. I'm so tired.
You're just slap happy now.
I am. Guys, this is hold on.
Are you yawning in the middle of a podcast? Oh my gosh.
No. This is a common theme at the end of every episode, because by the time we're done filming, it's almost 8 o'clock at night, and I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy sheepy, so I want to go to bed. So I'm sorry. I'm going to be tired and yawn through our executive producers, who is me and Jordan, and Aaron Corney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brooke.
Our editor is Andrew Sims.
Our engineer.
I was not done. I want to say...
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, Andrew. I know we throw a lot at you. There's a lot of chaos going on. We really appreciate you.
We do. We appreciate all of you.
Yes.
Our engineer is Jason Portizo.
And our music is by Omer Benzvi.
And it kicks butt.
It does.
It does.
I love our song.
To learn about our program disclaimer and ethics policy and submission verification and licensing terms, go to wearefinepod.com, or you can reach out to us at hello@wearefinepod.com with any questions or concerns.
Yay! Now the serious part.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast discusses sensitive and challenging topics, including mental health and personal struggles. If you are in crisis or need someone to talk to, please reach out to the suicide hotline at 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You are not alone.
No, you are not. We Are Fine is a human content production. And I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night.
What if it's the morning?
Good morning, and I'm going to sleep. Hey, you.
Hey.
I love that shirt you're wearing.
And you know what would go great with that shirt?
What?
A nice big virtual hug. And you can get that by hitting some of these buttons down here. Subscribe, like, comment. We'll give you a big old virtual hug.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Human content.